97.3 Citi FM. Relevant radio, always.
It's been quite a while since I brought you some juice here on E973 with me, Osei, Kwame, and today, as usual, in both foreign and local news over the past week, I bring you some exciting stuff. And we'll start off with some foreign news. Celebrity hookups make as much noise as they do with the breakups. But if you have the combination of both, as we can see in the case of Ciara, then you'll be in the news for a long while. Now, Ciara was with this guy, Future, who unfortunately wasn't a good future for her, and decided to hook up with somebody who would treat her better. But she's been in the news for such a long time because, well, anything about her new relationship brings much more hatred from the other side. But she couldn't help but flaunt her engagement ring on a red carpet at the Marquee Day and Night Club, and of course post on Instagram, "All Bay is life." We congratulate her and wish her all the best. From the nightclub all the way to the Vatican. Now the Pope has decided to join us on Instagram. Now this feels a bit weird because it seems like your pastor is joining you in a nightclub where you seem to spend most of the time. So he posted on Instagram with a caption, "I'm beginning a new journey on Instagram to walk with you along the mercy and tenderness of God." Now, if that doesn't capture your heart, nothing else will. And he posted a picture of him praying. But the big catch about his whole comment onto Instagram is that he had to have the CEO and the secretary of the Secretariat for Communication of Instagram themselves to actually help him set up the account. Now that's boss. That's real boss. Anyway, on the third story, Netflix, who are in charge of bringing up stars like Abraham Atta, have paid a whopping $90 million to Will Smith and directors for a sci-fi movie that will be released in 2017. Now, the big story here is that they beat MGM and Warner Bros. To win this distribution contract. Now, people are saying Netflix is becoming a bit of a problem. If I see it in a different way, maybe that's just me, because this is a big deal. And let me just say, $90 million, well, Will Smith is a few $1 million richer. Alright, so controversy is looming from the camp of Ace musician Kwame, and he made a bold statement that any artist who cannot perform with live band, to him, is not regarded as a musician. Now he says, and I quote, "For me, any artist who cannot do live band is not an artist. It's not supposed to be a musician in the first place. Pack your bags and leave." I'm sorry, but that's my opinion. You don't expect to pay money to sit at a concert and expect the musician to play the CD you've been playing in your car, the CD you've been playing in your room. Wrong or right, I think that's his opinion, but I wonder how the other artists will react to this. Let's do some more local news, and we caught up with the beautiful, ecstatic songstress Wiyaala, having a little chit chat with her about her life, her music, and so much more. This is E973. Stay tuned.
I wanna feel the heat, feel his soul, make me dance.
Wiyaala is an entertainer, a singer, and a performer. And sometimes I get a bit funny, but I'm not a comedian. Yeah. I think it's the way I talk and the proverbs I use and the diction, and when I buy and people you see now you're laughing, so so people will sometimes say, and then she's funny too. She's not only a singer, performer, and an entertainer, but sometimes she makes people laugh on stage. Is it deliberate? Sometimes it's deliberate, and sometimes too it just comes natural. You know, when you love something and you are in your element, you are enjoying yourself, you start saying things, but you have to be careful you don't cross the line.
I've got to let it out. I wanna feel the heat.
Well, for me, I would say I'm a survivor. You put me anywhere, I'll survive. I've played football, that's soccer, sports, volleyball, basketball, and every time I do these things, or those days when I used to play, I was doing very well. I could even play with some of the boys. I mean, not the Cristiano Ronaldo type or the Michael Asian ones, like just the boys. Yes, and I paint, fine art, and I even did visual arts in senior high school. When I went to Takoradi Polytechnic to study, I was doing graphic designing, and then it's like put me anywhere. Then the music, I actually started singing by dancing when I was a small girl. And because of the dancing, once in a while I would sing a little. Then I realized that, the voice was good. And thanks to all the big musicians I used to see on television, they influenced me a lot. And I just grew up and realizing which one was better for me. The area that I really had strength, I was very strong. And I realized that, that's music. When I sing, I think I do it better than the others. Family and friends, these days is so different. It's very positive. 100% support from home. But those days, a lot of people were a bit skeptical. They were like, are you sure this is going to work? Especially my dad. He was so worried because all the time he sees musicians, they're half naked and they're on stage shaking their bum and all that. I say, oh my God. And then we hear only the bad news. This person is doing drugs, this person is dying, this person exposing their body to get attention, saying unnecessary things just to get people's attention and all that. So he was very worried until he started seeing me still being true to myself and doing the music, and there's nothing like I'm doing drugs, I'm smoking and disrespectful, behaving funny and negative things. He's actually seen the positive side, and since then he has gone like, wow, you have my support, thumbs up. My mother on the other hand, I was more kind of like her favorite, so whatever I say she will allow me to do. So maybe it's a mother and daughter thing probably, but she has I've never really, I can't remember the day she was like, no, you will not do music.
The land is good, the land is fine. Gold we have, diamonds we mine. Yet we find.
And I'll say all this while we have been lucky because probably I have a good voice and I'm not afraid to mount any stage. Like put me on any stage, I'll sing. So the key that the key that really opened the doors for us is just my voice and probably the haircut and the different look and my style of music. It wasn't about me shaking my buttocks or like check my boobs and all that. No. I don't think that was what, and that is still what will work for me. For me, I've solely depended on my voice and my stage performance. That's it. Yeah, and I've been this tomboy thing. Well, I intentionally went for this haircut so that I could create the attention and all that, and to look a bit different. And besides, short hair suits me perfect. Yes, and I always want people to see my face and say, yeah, that is my face. This is my face.
The hair is not covered.
Yeah, the hair shouldn't cover. When I have long hair, I look too pretty. Too beautiful. See?
Mama Africa, we cry for peace.
Personally, I love short hair, and I've studied myself. I'm not going to lie to myself like, I have to force to be. Yes, I have my woman and my feminine side, but it's not as feminine. I'm not that, big hips and all that. So I'll wear what will suit my muscular body. And I love my muscle and my little six packs. And I'm going to flex and flaunt it, If the bigger ones are flaunting it, I also flaunt my skinny one. I'll flaunt my six packs and things. When I'm writing a love song, I can really get very emotional and the melody comes. So I wrote the song Like Joke, only one verse. The whole song is just one verse, and I translated English. Come, let's go to this place where nobody knows us, and we can just be alone, no disturbance. And I wrote Leno because in Ghana, or probably a lot of African countries, let me say African countries, because we have this mentality. A lot of us, not all of us, a lot of us don't believe in pure love. You see a man madly in love with a woman, but friends will make fun of him and say, oh, this girl has juju, you don't allow her to take your dignity as a man away. And things that you should do to even coax her, you know, make her know that you love her because of fear. They say, oh, I'm a man. They don't. They end up not showing that true love, and you end up losing people that you really, really love. And they'll probably go for the wrong people.
So that was our interview with Wiyaala, wrapping up this week's edition of E973. You can log on to tv.cityfmonline.com. On social media, you can follow us at City Showbiz and my personal Twitter handle at OS Kwame for more great stuff coming your way next week.